Picture this. You're 65 years old, your back aches, your vision is blurring, and you're sitting in a small, quiet room looking at your bank statement. There's a few $1,000s left. You look out the window and wonder, where did it go? I worked my whole life. I did everything I was told to do. Then, suddenly, you remember yourself at 22, that moment when you got your first real paycheck. What did you do with it? A new smartphone? A pair of designer shoes? A weekend trip that you've long since forgotten? See, 99% of people make one fatal mistake in their 20s. They think they have plenty of time, but the truth is, your 20s are not for finding yourself. They are for building yourself. Your youth is the single greatest financial asset you will ever own, and most of you are accidentally turning it into a liability. Today, we aren't just talking about money. We are talking about the financial blueprint that separates the 1% from the 99%. If you are a part of our family here, by the end of this video, the way you look at a $100 bill will change forever. Our brains are wired for survival, not for wealth. In your 20s, the world screams at you to live for the moment. Social media shows you a curated reality of private jets and luxury watches, making you feel like you're falling behind if you aren't consuming. This is the dopamine tax. When you buy that $1,200 iPhone on a payment plan, you aren't just buying a phone, you are selling your future freedom. A true strategist understands one rule: assets over liabilities. In your 20s, your greatest asset isn't your salary, it's the math of time. Most people don't realize that $100 invested at age 20 is worth significantly more than $1,000 invested at age 40. By spending it now, you aren't just losing $100, you are losing the $2,000 it would have become. You are literally robbing your older self to give your younger self a temporary high. Stop seeking status and start seeking equity. Let's address the elephant in the room. Since you were 5 years old, you were told the same lie. Go to school, get good grades, get a degree, and you'll be set for life. In 2026, it is a financial suicide mission for 99% of students. Starts their adult life at negative $50,000. Before you even earn your first dollar, you owe the system years of your future labor. You are a debt slave before you even know what a career is. And what do you get? A piece of paper that teaches you theories from 2015. While you were sitting in a lecture hall, the world moved to AI-driven algorithms. The system doesn't want you to be a wealth creator. It wants you to be a taxpayer. If you are in your 20s, your real education starts the moment you close your textbooks. The 1% aren't looking for degrees, they are looking for solutions. Let's talk about the place where you feel safest, the bank. You give them your hard-earned money, and they give you a digital number on a screen. But how does the bank afford shiny buildings while paying you 0.5% interest? It's because the moment you deposit $1,000, the bank takes that money and lends it out at 20% interest. They are using your labor to make themselves rich. In 2026, fractional reserve banking has reached its breaking point. They are printing money out of thin air, causing the very inflation that makes your groceries more expensive. By keeping your money in a savings account, you are funding the bank's future, not yours. Stop thinking like a depositor and start thinking like a shareholder. Most people in their 20s are wandering aimlessly. To break out, you need a map. Level 0, financial dependence. You rely on others to survive. Level 1, financial solvency. You pay your own bills but have zero backup. Level 2, financial stability. You have a 6-month emergency fund. This is where the middle class stops. Level 3, debt freedom. You owe no one. This is where the real game begins. Level 4, financial security. Your investments pay for your basic needs. Level 5, financial independence. Your investments pay for your current lifestyle. Level 6, financial abundance. Your wealth grows faster than you can possibly spend it. Where are you right now? Be honest. Because in 2026, the ladder is made of AI and automation, and the climb is faster than ever before. If hard work made you rich, the cleaning lady would be a billionaire. Hard work without leverage is just a slow way to burn out. In 2026, the lever has changed to permissionless leverage. Pillar 1, content as a service. Attention is the new gold. Pillar 2, AI-enhanced arbitrage. Buying low and selling high using AI to find inefficiencies. Pillar 3, the human-in-the-loop agency. Solving problems for businesses using AI. The 99% see AI as a threat. The 1% see AI as a force multiplier. Which one are you? The modern 9-to-5 job is a sophisticated form of economic slavery. You ask for permission to take a vacation. You trade your best hours for a fixed salary. The Matrix wants you to be comfortably broke. It wants you to have just enough money to stay in debt. Escaping isn't about luck. It's about replacement. You quit when your automated AI systems earn more than your boss. Pass through the 4 stages. The ghost phase, no results. The penny phase, the scale phase, using AI. And the escape phase, freedom. Don't settle for average. Success is lonely, but the view is better than the bottom. If you don't own assets, you are an asset to someone else. Build these 5. Intellectual property, your unique AI prompts and knowledge. Digital real estate, your YouTube channels and automated sites. Skill equity, high-income skills like AI-driven copy and video. Network capital, access to people 10 steps ahead. Paper assets, stocks and index funds for the slow burn. Your habits are either building a castle or digging a grave. Break one link in the chain today. Fear of failure is a luxury for people who are already comfortable. You should be terrified of staying exactly where you are. Choose your fear wisely. Most people think a $1 million idea is something that falls from the sky like a lightning bolt. They wait for years for inspiration to strike. But the 1% know that ideas are a volume game. In your 20s, you need to practice the 10-minute idea machine. Every single morning, before you check your phone, write down 10 ideas to solve a specific problem. 10 ways to use AI for local real estate agents. 10 ways to automate YouTube thumbnails for finance channels. 10 ways to help elderly people navigate digital banking. 99% of these ideas will be garbage. That's okay. Your brain is a muscle. If you don't exercise it, it gets flabby. By the end of the month, you will have 300 ideas. Out of those 300, 1 will be a gold mine. The mistake 99% make is falling in love with their first idea. They spend 6 months building something nobody wants. The 1% fail fast and fail cheap. They test 10 ideas with AI prototypes in a week. Are you waiting for a miracle, or are you building an idea factory? There is a concept you've probably never heard of, the time billionaire. A billion seconds is roughly 31 years. If you are in your 20s, you are a time billionaire. Warren Buffett is a money billionaire, but he would trade every single penny of his $100 billion to be 20 years old again. Why? Because time is the only thing that cannot be recycled. The 99% trade their billions of seconds for thousands of dollars. They sell their youth to a corporation for a cubicle and a 401k. The 1% protect their time like a hawk. In 2026, the greatest use of AI is not to make more money. It's to buy back your seconds. If an AI tool costs $20 a month but saves you 10 hours of work, you didn't spend $20. You bought 10 hours of your life back for $2 an hour. What is your life worth per hour? If you don't set a high price, the world will buy it for cheap. Stop being a time millionaire who acts like a time pauper. Start using technology to become the master of your own calendar. Let's talk about the ghost business. In the old world, to start a business, you needed an office, a staff, and a massive budget. In 2026, you can run a one-person empire. A ghost business is a company that exists entirely through automated systems and AI agents. You are the architect. The AI is the labor. You can have an AI agent doing your lead generation, an AI agent doing your content creation, an AI agent doing your customer support. The 99% are terrified that AI will take their jobs. The 1% are busy creating the jobs for the AI. I know a 23-year-old who runs a $20,000 a month agency. He has 0 employees. He spends 2 hours a day prompting his systems, and the rest of the day at the gym or with his family. Is he lucky? No. He understood the new rules of production. Wealth is no longer about how many people you manage. It's about how much output you can generate per click. Are you still managing people, or are you managing logic? Every human has an internal financial thermostat. If your thermostat is set to $2,000 a month and you suddenly win $10,000, your brain will find a way to spend it. You will buy a new TV. Your car will suddenly need a repair, or you'll treat everyone to dinner. Why? Because your brain feels uncomfortable having more than it thinks it deserves. This is why lottery winners go broke. This is why 99% of people never grow. To reach that 60 locks, you don't just need a better strategy, you need a better self-image. You have to reset your thermostat. How? By immersing yourself in the world of the 1%. Listen to the way billionaires talk.